K-100 Radio. We are live right now at the Sweet Auburn Festival. It is dope out here, man. We just getting here. We just pulling up. Artists are rocking the stages, man. The people out here is all love, man. It's like a big family reunion. I want you to go ahead and holler at this camera right here and tell my people who we rocking with real quick. Go ahead.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Kenu. I'm a new artist. Follow me on Instagram, KEKENU_.
Kenu is in the building. What's happening? Where you from?
I'm from the ATL.
All right, the A is in the building.
Yes.
Okay. How'd you get hooked up with the Sweet Auburn Festival?
My girl, Stacia Turner, she does this every year, gives back to the community.
True.
I've known her for a long time, so she hooked me up.
All right, that's what's up. So some of the songs that you perform on stage, let's talk about them. Go ahead.
Yes. Okay, so the first song I did was a rebirth, and a rebirth was pretty much about how sometimes you just got to kill your old version of yourself.
Right.
To bring a new version of yourself.
True.
And I feel like we do that all the time, but we never know what to call it. So let's call it the rebirth. Sometimes you just gotta rebirth yourself every now and again.
All right, that's what's up. I like the whole thing though. I like the story behind it. The whole point of it, because that applies to everybody and anybody. That's across the board. Everybody's got to do that. If you want to change, you want something new to come to you, you definitely got to throw out some of the old ways. You know what I'm saying, to get there a lot of times. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Is your music mostly inspired by like real life? What do you mostly talk about in your music?
Yeah, you know what? I'm glad you asked that, because right now I'm just inspired by real life, God, things that happen. It's just like the music right now, it's just getting so old and washed. Like, I am tired of hearing about the same stuff. Like, girl, we are tired of hearing about your stuff. Like, let's just hear about something else, because people are going through real things right now, and we want to hear real music that we can relate to.
Absolutely.
And that's the artist that I want to bring to you, relatable. I want you to feel something when you listen to my music. So if I feel like you felt something, I feel like I did my job.
All right, that's the point then. That's what we're here for at K-100 Radio. You know, we here for the independent artists and the community and everything, but we love the new music. That's our main thing. And so we like to hear the new music, but we like to hear the different music. I'm sick of it myself. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. And I'm pretty sure I have to listen to more of it than the average person, because we get inundated with music all the time. Thousands and thousands of emails, and when you open them up and it's that one and that one, it sounds like that one, and it sounds like 10,000 other artists. You just can't even have a lie. So, you know, at some point when we get artists that's giving us something different, we want that. We want to hear that. And I think the people want to hear it now at this point too.
It's time. It's time. It's a new time. Hollywood is falling.
Right.
And it's time for new stars to arisen, and I'm one of them.
I guess you want to kill the party like Kendrick, huh? You want the party to end. All right. So before we get, anything else you want to add? Like, do you have a whole album out, a whole project, or are they just singles?
Right now, I just have singles. I'm on Apple. I'm on Spotify. I'm on iTunes. It's Kenu, KENUU. I'm working on an album, but right now it's a new time. So it's like a lot of artists ain't really doing albums. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's
they're not. But the point is,
go ahead, school me.
But some people like me and people in the music industry, that's the point. Like, everybody does singles, and that's the economical way to do it. But if you really want to have a fan base, and once you start getting a fan base, I wouldn't wait to pull the album out personally, even if it's an EP. That's 7 tracks. A lot. That's the EP is more popular than the album right now. So the EP, because they got more than one song, people want to release it, but then when people search you up while you're hot, if one of your singles strike, you want to give them what you can while you're hot. So I would suggest maybe at the very least doing an EP, which is about 6-7 songs max. You know what I'm saying? And give it to them like that. That's what a lot of, even the majors are doing EPs right now. So that's something to think about. You know what I mean? And I know it's a single-driven industry per se, but once you get real fans, if something pops at that moment, you want to be able to have a couple of different records so they can pull from. You know what I mean? At the same time, you don't want to have to go back and do a whole nother single release campaign again and spend all that money again when you could have had those songs on deck. You ain't got to do a whole album. Albums are kind of old schoolish.
Right, that's what I was thinking.
But that's because a lot of artists don't make music good enough to hold people's attention that long. Now, if you are that kind of artist, then maybe you should do it. You know, at the end of the day, it's different. You know what I'm saying? It's different for everybody.
I appreciate that. Dropping gems. You're dropping gems too, y'all. Okay, thank you for that. Because I'm a new artist, so I take everything that I can get.
But you got to start somewhere, so you start with the singles, of course. You know what I'm saying?
I'm starting with the singles.
Exactly. So before we go, I want to make sure you give everybody your social media information so we can find you.
Yes, y'all can find me on Instagram. I just been pushing Instagram right now. It's KEKENU_Kikinu, and you can follow me on YouTube, which is Kenu100, KENU100. All right, y'all.
That's what's up. Hey, you know, one thing you said before we go, I want to give you one more time to elaborate on it, because you said you kind of tired of the girl show me your stuff, blah blah, and all that. But as a female artist, do you feel like do you feel like those artists artists owe the community more, or do you feel like they are allowed to be themselves? It's just not for you.
No, they owe the community more. It's time, because you have the platform, and since you have the platform, you need to represent. You know what I'm saying? And I'm tired of everybody looking at us as a whole.
Right.
We all are all the sexy reds, and we're not. And I hate to say sexy red, but she's just the most popular person current right now. That's popular. But yeah, they owe it to the community to represent as young, respectable women.
Okay.
We're not the same.
All right. Hey.
Look,
they
you're
not
about to
like
make
us.
me preach up in here.
They're not like us. All right. K-100 Radio, Sweet Auburn Fest. One more time. Give them a shout out, Kenu.
Kenu in the building. Y'all, please follow me. Check me out. You want to see more to come.
You know what it is. Hit that subscribe button. You watching this on YouTube anyway. Follow us on IG. Follow her on IG. Hit like and subscribe. K-100 Radio.
K-100 Radio.